How does an Alford plea strategically help in criminal defense? Imagine facing serious charges and feeling stuck between risking a harsh trial or accepting a plea deal. Sometimes, there's a middle ground that can work in your favor. That's where an Alford plea comes into play. It's a special kind of plea that lets a defendant say they are guilty without actually admitting to the crime. Instead, they acknowledge that the evidence against them is strong enough to likely lead to a conviction if they went to trial. This can be a game changer in criminal defense strategies. By choosing an Alford plea, a defendant can avoid the uncertainties of a jury trial. Trials can sometimes result in harsher penalties if the jury finds them guilty. But with this plea, they accept a plea deal that usually leads to a lighter sentence or reduced charges. It's a way to get some legal benefits without fully admitting guilt, which can be important for personal reasons or future legal matters. Another key benefit is that it helps preserve the defendant's claim of innocence. Unlike a standard guilty plea, which admits guilt, the Alford plea allows someone to say they are innocent while still accepting the court's judgment. This can be helpful for maintaining reputation or avoiding civil liability later on. The plea also makes negotiations easier. Defendants can use an Alford plea to bargain for lesser charges or more lenient sentences. It's a strategic move that balances the desire to avoid trial risks with the need to keep some moral or personal integrity. When a defendant enters an Alford plea, the court treats it as a guilty plea for sentencing purposes. This means they get the benefits of a plea deal, like reduced penalties, but without the formal admission of guilt on record. It's a way to get a favorable outcome while still maintaining some level of innocence. Defense attorneys often recommend an Alford plea when the evidence against their client is strong, but the client wants to avoid the risks of a trial. It's especially useful in serious cases where the defendant wants to minimize potential penalties but cannot admit guilt due to personal or strategic reasons. However, judges may sometimes impose sentences similar to or even harsher than those for a standard guilty plea. That's why careful legal advice is essential before choosing this option. It's a tool that offers a strategic advantage, giving defendants a way to navigate complex legal situations while holding onto their claim of innocence.